welcome, my friend, to Quiet English with Jackie. My name is Jackie, spelled Jacque, and pronounced Jackie. This podcast was formerly called English Your Second Language. It is a place for English learners to hear clear and gently spoken English. But it is also for anyone who enjoys quiet stories and peaceful listening. Usually I'm located in Michigan, but today I am visiting my youngest daughter and her husband in Tennessee. The weather here is usually much warmer than Michigan, but Michigan is beginning to catch up a bit. We will continue our reading of the classic story, A White Heron, by Sarah Orne Jewett. In our last episode, Sylvia met a young hunter in the woods. He told her and her grandmother that he was searching for a rare bird, a white heron, and he offered $10 to anyone who could show him where the bird lived. For Sylvia and her grandmother, $10 is a great deal of money. Now, let's continue the story. That evening, the house was quiet. Sylvia sat near the door while the young hunter talked with her grandmother. He seemed friendly and cheerful. He spoke about the woods, the birds, and his travels. He told stories about the many places he had visited and the birds he had collected. Sylvia listened carefully. She had never met anyone quite like him before. The hunter carried a gun, but he spoke with excitement about the beauty of birds, their feathers, their colors, and the places where they lived. He explained that he studied birds and preserved them so people could see them. Now, to Sylvia, this felt strange. She loved the birds of the forest, and to her, they were living creatures, part of the quiet woods she knew so well. Still, she liked the hunter. He was kind to her, and he spoke to her as if she were important. The hunter turned to Sylvia and asked her gently, "Have you ever seen the white heron?" Sylvia did not answer right away. She knew the woods very well. She knew the paths, the trees, the small streams, and the hidden places where animals lived. But she was shy, and she did not know if she should speak. The hunter smiled and continued to talk. "Oh, I have been searching for that bird for weeks," he said. "It is a beautiful bird, very rare. I would love to add it to my collection." Sylvia looked down at the floor. The thought of the hunter shooting the white heron made her uncomfortable, but she said nothing. Her grandmother, however, spoke quickly. "Sylvia knows these woods better than anyone," she said proudly. "She runs through the forest like a wild creature. If anybody should find that bird, it would be her." The hunter laughed kindly. "Well then," he said, "tomorrow she can help me look. Sylvia's heart beat faster. Tomorrow? The idea of walking through the woods with the hunter made her feel excited, but something else was troubling her. The white heron. Oh, she had once seen the beautiful bird flying silently above the trees. It had made a magical moment. Now the hunter wanted to find it and shoot it. The room grew darker as the evening passed. Soon the hunter prepared to sleep. The grandmother gave him a place to rest for the night. Sylvia also went to bed, but sleep did not come easily. She lay awake in the quiet room, listening to the sounds of the countryside. Outside, the night was peaceful. A soft wind moved through the trees. Far away, an owl called in the darkness. Sylvia thought about the hunter. He seemed so happy and hopeful, and $10 would help her grandmother very much. But she also thought about the white heron. The bird belonged to the forest. It belonged to the tall trees, the open sky, and the quiet morning air. Sylvia turned over in her bed. She wondered what she should do. The house was silent. Finally, she made a quiet decision. Before the sun rose in the morning, Sylvia would go into the woods alone. She would search for the white heron. If she could find the bird's nest, she would know the secret of where it lived. And then she would have to decide what to tell the hunter. With that thought in her mind, Sylvia finally closed her eyes. Outside, the forest waited quietly for the morning. That is where we will pause our story today. In our next episode, Sylvia rises before dawn and goes deep into the forest, hoping to discover the secret home of the white heron. Thank you for listening to Quiet English with Jackie. If you are enjoying this podcast, please share it with a friend. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, may you enjoy a quiet moment and a good story.